to call the August 29th East Greenbush Central School District Board of Education special meeting here at the Admin Center. Board members present, myself, Ms. O'Brien, Steinbeck, Ms. Taylor, and Mr. Temple. With that, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. So tonight's special meeting is to deal with some tax rate issues and adoption that occurred where we have to rescind and then approve different rates due to some updated data that was provided to us, or actually, yes, updated data, and we'll be adopting the new tax rates so they're accurate when they go out to taxpayers. So the first part of the business is a resolution to rescind the previous adoption of the dual tax rate system, 2324, issuance of the tax warrant, authorization for correction of tax rolls, and settlement of tax certiorari cases. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Is there any questions or comments on the that resolution? No? No? All right, seeing none, I need a motion to approve that rescinding. Jesse, second. Joanne, all those in favor? Approved. The next item is item B, adoption of the revised tax rates. 2324, issuance of tax warrant, authorization of correction of tax rules, settlement of tax certiorari cases. I'd like just if Jen could just do a quick, or Jeff, a brief update in what occurred. Okay.
So the district received last week some updated data that resulted in updates that were necessary to the tax rates. Basically, some of the taxable assessed values were updated just in the normal course of business, and that updated data was provided to us. If the rates were not updated, it would have shorted our tax collection by about $57,000. So it was significant enough where a correction in the rates was needed. The actual impact on the rates, by parcel on the actual tax rate seems very, very small. In some cases it's fractions of a penny, and in other cases on the non-homestead rates, which is the commercial side, the largest is North Greenbush at 31 cents per $1,000.
Okay.
So there is a chart provided. The very top shows that $57,000 under collection that would have occurred. The second component outlines the actual changes in the tax rates, the difference between what was adopted on August 23rd to the new rates that are being adopted tonight. The third component is the actual change in the assessed values. So in all cases, except for a slight decrease in the town of East Greenbush, all of the assessed values for East Greenbush and North Greenbush increased. So when you have increases in assessed values, the tax levy is apportioned over a larger section. So the rates would be decreasing. Another factor that comes into play when assessed values change, the apportionment of the tax levy among the 6 different municipalities also changes. So we had to factor that in as well. And that's the fourth component, is just a reflection of the changes in the apportionment amongst the towns. The last shaded box is just to show really what the impact is on an individual tax bill. So for example, there are 6,000 parcels in the town of East Greenbush. So the average assessed value in the town of East Greenbush would expect a 56-cent increase in their tax bill as a result of these new rates. Whereas the non-homestead parcels, 661 would on average, based on average assessed value, would see a decrease of $43 in their tax bill. So some fluctuations. When you extrapolate that over our entire tax base, it does equate out to a significant enough dollar amount in our tax levy. So
Any questions for Jennifer? Makes sense. So really, the impact was bigger on the non-homestead, it seems like.
yes.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, all the assessed values came up. So
Got it.
mhm.
Okay.
Now, these tax rates for Rensselaer County as a whole, this is,
So there's a tax rate set for each town. So they're separate taxing entities. So they each have their own assessing units.
okay,
And then there's a handful of parcels in Columbia County, which is Chatham.
okay.
And this is probably impacted other school districts within the region
Yes, we learned that this afternoon.
recently. Gotcha. Simon, any comments?
No, I think Ms. Mulligan brought this to our attention in a timely manner. We were able to get it corrected. We appreciate that the board came to a special meeting. We were advised by our council that we should get this corrected, consistent with our efforts to be transparent to the public, have a public meeting, and try to get it approved and changed by September 1st, which is the statutory deadline
Very good.
for New York State real property.
Okay.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent. Okay. Any other questions? If not, any resolution to approve this? Jody, anyone else? Second? Jen, all those in favor? Approved. All right. And no other business to be done. Just a quick comment. Opening day coming in this week,
Yes, staff is coming back on Thursday.
Thursday.
We have an
Nice
exciting
one,
day
Jim.
to welcome everybody back.
Yep.
And then we have our Labor Day weekend, and then we resume professional development on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then school starts on
I'm
the
sorry.
7th. Whatever Thursday is next week.
Yeah.
Is that the
Thursday,
7th?
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So
Okay.
we're excited about it. Staff has been in the schools for the last couple of weeks working.
Yep.
Setting up their classrooms. There have been some curriculum committees meeting and working on various
Great.
initiatives, and we're really glad to be welcoming the kids back next week. So
And
we're
our
excited about it.
next meeting is the following
Our next meeting is the 13th.
13th. Okay. All right.
I just want to say I
Jennifer.
attended the Meet the Coaches Night last night, and I thought Ryan Jones did a really great job. They had a guest speaker who she did a great job. She's a
She did.
sports psychologist. I think you were there as well. I saw
was,
you
yes.
recognized. Yeah, and she was just very interesting. It
Mhm.
even engaged my daughter about all of the components of being an athlete and not just
Great.
being a game. So it was a great night.
Nice.
I thought I sent Ryan an email last night after that. I thought it
Yeah.
was a terrific addition to the
It was
program.
really
And she talked about the
informative.
relationship between your emotional health, your mental state,
Yeah.
and your performance. And it was really very, very good.
And it was at a level that students could understand easily.
Yeah.
I thought I was very impressed.
All right.
Well, again, thank you, Jennifer, for the analysis and picking up on this.
You're
And
welcome.
it was a lot of last minute work, I'm sure, to
Yes, well,
crunch the
thank you for
numbers.
catching it.
So thank you very
Yes.
much. Appreciate it. So with that, I need a motion to adjourn. Emily, second. Joanne, all those in favor? Right. Approved.
Thank you,
Good
everybody.
night and approved. Thank you for coming in at short notice and bringing a guest.
I know.